To the last few chocolates now.
There are some nice parts of Liverpool, and I come from a nice part. It's a little fishing village called Toxteth.
Out of this whole club of 200 or 300 people, there's probably only 10 who've actually got a full-time job.
Without jobs, how can there be working men? Without working men, how can there be clubs?
People come into clubs and leave the worries behind.
Some places that you go to have so little hope that you almost wish that you'd never been there.
The grind behind the glamour of the club entertainers, bringing some light relief to depressed communities.
There'll always be an England.
Fine Cut reveals the hidden voices of 90s Britain. Tomorrow at 8:50 on BBC2.
Does every cloud have a silver lining? Over to you, Rob McElwee.
Yes, it's an adage well worth hanging on to. The silver lining on Saturday with the change of weather is a low pollen count. There's rain forecast, and if it's persistent, it's usually going to suppress all pollen production and wash anything out of the atmosphere. So a low pollen count on Saturday and probably on Sunday. Now you might expect, this is another silver lining story, that if you're watching a cricket match 20 years ago between Lancashire and Derbyshire in Buxton, quite a high town, the only thing that would stop play would probably be rain and possibly bad light. It wasn't to be in 1975. Snow stopped play. It was the same year, in fact, that we had the Hampstead storm down by London, a huge storm, produced very violent weather and flooding. And of course 76 followed on with months of dry and hot weather. It's not a forecast, none of this is a forecast, it's just what happened 20 years ago. Our forecast, we can start off with the frontal systems over Europe at the moment. They're obviously down through the Baltic states and down towards Bosnia, one or two sparks in Spain and also in the Low Countries and in Switzerland. Now it's not a position that's going to change greatly for most of Europe. That's the cloud picture, the satellite picture. On Saturday the storms will be in much the same place. There'll be a few showers further west over in France. The Mediterranean, Iberia, down through the Canaries should be fine throughout. The change actually takes place over this country. Yes, our own home ground. It's taking place because this depression is moving eastwards during Saturday, hence the rain. Now, it doesn't look like there'll be that much wind. There will be an increase to some degree. The rain comes in overnight. The depression actually heads for Scotland. And the cold front, which usually clears things up, shows it's gone through Ireland and possibly Wales by the end of the day. So there was some brighter weather. There's a promise at the end of the day. Now, as that cloud comes over overnight, there's no problems with temperatures, 7 at the lowest, I'd have thought. As I said, the wind isn't going to be that strong. The isobars weren't that close together. Say a force 5, possibly 6, touching 7 on the headlands at best. So a breezy day, and with all that cloud, not a particularly warm day either. We start off with the rain over much of the country. I think the eastern part of England and East Anglia could be bright. Wouldn't rule out the rain, but you might see some sunshine in the morning. Then that rain moves eastwards, and it's the afternoon could see some heavier bursts almost anywhere. Certainly there'll be widespread mist and hill fog, murky coasts, but then that brighter weather comes into much of Ireland, Wales and the southwest, possibly even western Scotland by the end of the day. Now I said there'll be the breeze and there'll be the clouds, so even if you see a temperature of 17, it won't feel like it did today, and probably 14's near the mark, and that's 57 Fahrenheit. On to Sunday, and the depression does move out of the way, and we get a bit of a northwesterly and then a ridge of high pressure, which usually suppresses showers and gives us fine weather. But for Sunday, I still think we'll have a bit of rain around the south, particularly the Channel Isles, and some showers will develop inland, possibly heavy. Generally, they're a cloudy and largely dry day. And on Monday, we're into that ridge of high pressure, but with showers coming in from the northwest. That's all from me. Sleep well.
It is the year 2000. Border guards patrol a new and sinister Europe.
Tension along Germany's eastern border continues to escalate.
A racist killing.
What does it say? We are crossing.
God, is this it then?
Sparks an investigation.
There are 15,000 Muslims in this city. No! If you or your contacts can come up with anything useful, I'll pay you.
But the hunter becomes the hunted.
Special Services Division, Uport.
She disappeared. Her prints have turned up all over your house. Something is going on, Paul.
Disappeared? You know no one's gonna buy that.
They're saying I killed her.
Did you?
Where are we?
We're here to serve. Welcome to hell.
Trevor Eve confronts a nightmare world in Black Easter. Sunday at 10 on BBC2.
The late film, now on BBC2, is an adaptation of Arthur Schnitzler's classic Merry-Go-Round of Love from the BBC 100 collection La Ronde.